LA friends, it's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Well, hello, everybody. It is Friday. It is Movie Review Friday and some funny books reviews as well, of course. Hello. Let's say hi to people that are here. Matt Barr, what's up? You really want to see this movie? Well, we'll let you know. Past Master Dan, hello. Marcus Kelligrew, Leg Kick, Derail Gaming says, I wouldn't watch another Jordan Peele movie. I'm sure it's a sci-fi movie about America is racist. It's not, but I know what you're saying.
But we'll get into it.
We'll get into it. Wiley J. Draws, I enjoyed his comedy show. Everything else is crap. Maromi is here. Chris, hello. Past Master Dan. Lots of people in the house. Will XL, hello.
Good morning, everyone.
We are going to review the movie Nope first, and then I made Dennis read. I made him do homework and read. We're going to review Wraith of God and Thin Blue Line. Those will be spoiler free because not everybody got their books yet, so we don't want to spoil it. So we'll give you our initial thoughts and stuff without spoiling the books. Nope will not be spoiler free. Marcus says, I just read a Christian Toto review that killed this movie. Well, Christian Toto and at least I are on the same page. Here's my fast, quick, down, dirty review of the movie Nope. Ready? It's one word.
Nope.
This is...
Well, you know what? We never want to start off a show with being negative. Andy and I walked out of the movie, and this was our literal reaction. We walked out, we stood, we looked at each other and went, I don't know how I feel about this movie.
Right.
That was our entire conversation on the way home was, I still don't know how I feel about this movie.
And then the more time set in and stuff like that, the more I was like, no, I know how I feel about this movie, and it's not good. It just.
I might be the more positive one on this. Then I'm a little surprised at that.
Okay, you go right ahead and start.
Let's take the positives out of the movie. I thought the casting for the most part was fantastic. I enjoyed almost every character. Daniel Kaluuya, very reserved. He's meant to be a reserved character, and his facial expressions, his comic timing, everything that he delivered was on point and very well done. And I don't know if I was
So I agree with that. He was good. Just to answer Will's question, Will wants to know, is it woke garbage? I don't think so.
No, honestly,
I didn't really
this had very little wokeness, if any, in it.
I was going to say, I didn't get really any wokeness from it. And I think part of that is because the cast was so small. It was really only 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 people in the main cast. And when you boil it down, it was really just 3. The brother and sister, and then the dude from the electronics shop that helped set up the video surveillance cameras.
Right. And the reason Daniel's character works, he plays OJ, which is kind of funny. There was some good jokes in there.
There's some good OJ jokes. Yeah.
Keke Palmer plays his sister. She plays Emerald, and She is so energetic and upbeat. Kind of feels like it did, but she's always in front. She's late. She's not well organized. So they're opposite ends. Brother and sister couldn't be farther apart from personality. And they play off each other very well. So when she's out doing stuff, he's trying to be serious and get done. He's trying to do a business deal, and she can't shut her mouth and let him do it. And they play off, and it's very well done. There's some comedic aspects because, you know, Jordan Peele's got a good comic vibe, and he brings some of that to this movie more than his other movies, and it's fit properly. Unlike Thor, Love and Thunder, this had good comedy at the right times, because right when you're getting into that point and you're feeling weighed down by this movie, there's some comedy and it brings you back up. So that is a good spot. The guy, Brandon Pereira, plays Angel Torres. He is the third pillar of this, and he's fun. He's energetic. He's good. He brings some stuff to the table, but not as much as the main two. So the characters are good. Michael Wincott plays the and he's the one who killed me. I was watching him in the movie going, I know him from something. I know him from something. I know him from something. And it dawned on me. He's got a sword. He's got a hat. He's a bad guy, but it wasn't until we got out of the movie. Yeah, he was, of course, the bad guy, Rolfecourt from Three Musketeers, you know. So then at least put my mind at ease. Casting, fantastic.
Yeah, I did like the casting. Marcus said that Toto didn't even like the actors. You know, whatever. That's fine. I didn't mind the actors either. I thought it started off good. The movie started off strong. It got me kind of pulled in. I was like, ooh, what is it? And they already kind of ruined in one of the trailers that it was an alien thing and not some type of horror movie or whatever. It was more an alien threat. So I was kind of disappointed they ruined that in the trailers, but that's okay.
If you had only seen the first trailer, I think this movie would have been more impactful. But the second trailer, for whatever reason, they decided to go ahead and show you a big part of the reveal, which really deflated a lot of it. I think it was a misstep on their advertising part.
I agree. Oh my God, I know you mentioned his name. You mentioned the actor's name that was from Walking Dead that was in it, right? What's his face? Glenn?
Oh, no, I didn't mention. He plays Ricky.
Yeah, but what's his name? Glenn what?
Stephen Yeun.
Oh, Stephen Yeun.
Yeah.
Why do you say Glenn? So Stephen Yeun's in it. He plays a character called Ricky. They set up this backstory with him, which, I mean, it's fine to set up the character's backstory so you know where they're coming from. And basically in 1998, he was a little kid. There you go. He was a little kid. Oh, shit. He was in The Crow. I totally remember that guy now. Damn, I haven't seen him in a long time. Dude, right? As soon as he said that, I got the visual. Anyhow, okay. So Stephen Yeun plays Ricky. His backstory is that in 1998, he was on a sitcom, and he was a kid, obviously, like a 10-year-old kid on this sitcom. And there was a tragedy on set with the monkey that was on the sitcom. That's right. Glenn was his name in Walking Dead. Okay.
Yep.
So there was a tragedy on the set with the sitcom focused around a family that owned a chimpanzee. And during filming of an episode, the chimpanzee went nuts and basically killed a couple of the actors. Just horrific stuff. So that's his backstory. So then he comes out and he buys like this entertainment ranch in the West to, it's like a theme park to put on shows and whatever. Now, they even showed flashbacks to the monkey. What's up, Hex Allen? To the monkey tearing apart the set and stuff. I mean, not too gory, but the whole time you're like, oh, how's this going to work into the story? And you're like, oh, it really doesn't. There was no payoff to it.
Correct. That was the problem. It was interesting, but there was no real connection in the movie other than if you're trying to figure out that Ricky had this traumatic experience while on set
Right.
because the monkey went crazy for some reason, and that while this creature, whatever, UFO, whatever you want to call it, comes around, it makes the horses go crazy. So there's a connection where he's trying to figure out something there, but the payoff is not there in any way, shape, or form.
No.
They jumped the shark on that one, the way I look at it.
Yeah, they totally did. You're just waiting. You're sitting there waiting for this payoff, and it never comes. And you think, Dennis brought up a point yesterday. Well, maybe it's because, he couldn't control that situation when he was the kid in a sitcom, what was happening. And this is his way to try and control him. Because that's one of the things he does at his theme park is he has this quote unquote air show. And the air show deals with, there's a specific time that you find out the alien is there to feed itself. It has to eat. So that big thing that you see in the trailer, that's not an alien spaceship. It's literally an alien, and the black hole in the bottom of it sucks things up to eat. Now, some of the dumb stuff, but I must take a side note. Metal Movies and Brewskis, Kor-Drath looks metal AF. I'm mad amped for it. Yeah,
Here's our squirrel moment. Squirrel. But it's a good one.
Get to that. So the spacecraft that you see in the trailer is not a spacecraft. It's the actual alien. So I thought that was dumb looking. And what it does is it sucks up stuff that basically has eyes and can look back at it. So it's not that it can tell the difference until it gets inside of it, if it's living or dead, because they put out the two main characters, brother and sister, put out as bait this replica horse, full size, that's up on its hind legs looking up. So they put that out as like bait to see what happens. And wouldn't you know it, the alien comes down, sucks it up. And later on in the movie, it basically, after it sucks up its living, humans or horses or whatever, I guess the non-organic material that it sucks up kind of spits back out.
Yeah, it doesn't like non-organic material.
Right. And you're just like, I'm watching this, and I got to be honest, it's a 2 hour and 10-minute movie. And I don't know if I said this on a drive home, but there were a few times in the movie I was bored.
Yeah. He thought I actually snored. He thought I fell asleep during the movie because I kind of.
I was like, wait a second, did you just snore?
And he looked at me and he goes, "Did you fall asleep?" And I'm like, "No, that was a hiccup. Sorry."
No, but
I didn't mind the creature so much because it reminded me, for any of you Star Trek fans, it was kind of like if you took the jellyfish episode in space and put it with the Farpoint, the creature from Farpoint, and kind of mashed the two. That's kind of what it was. It was interesting. It's an interesting concept.
You were so off base.
I thought it was interesting.
And
I just don't think it paid off.
Even at the end of the movie, when the thing transforms from the disc-looking shape or whatever it was into this, it looked like a big kite. At the end of the movie, it looked like a stupid big kite. It was dumb. It was not threatening looking. I mean, at least give me a fucking threatening looking alien. It wasn't even threatening looking. And basically, it's like, oh no, it's coming overhead. Well, just don't look at it and you'll be fine. So it's so stupid. It can't tell that you're an organic thing down there that it can eat unless you look at it. And it's like, oh, we locked eyes. Come here. And the other thing too was the black hole that it went into. I'm sorry. Every time I saw it, I'm like, you're getting sucked up into the vagina, alien. Come up inside of me. Because they showed you like an interior shot when you got sucked up inside of it, what it looked like. And I'm just like, this is so stupid.
Well, all right. We got to flip over to another positive. So the one thing that this movie did really well, maybe one of the best of any movies, is it gave you the nighttime scenes where you got to see the sky. You got a lot of stuff done at nighttime. It was not only visible, it was very, very well done. It was great. There were some intense moments, and that really added. It was kind of a throwback. You could tell he's a Spielberg fan because literally there were so many callbacks between Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. You know, you can tell what inspired him in this movie, and that's really what it felt like. There were some really great scenes at night, and once again, Daniel Kaluuya. You know, my favorite scene when it's over his truck and he's scared and he's like, "Oh crap, what's going on?" And he opens up the door, looks up, and goes, closes the door. Nope.
Right. I mean, that was some of the fun stuff in the movie, is that they played off. People say, you know, different people go, nope.
We are talking about
fine, nope. But, you know, and I see what you're saying about influences and stuff, but I don't care. That doesn't make a good movie. Influences don't make a good movie. It's like, oh, well, he was influenced by this. Well, whoopee freaking do.
You know, they had some
movies that are influenced by Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and they suck. And they were influenced. Oh, well, he was influenced by that. Well, I don't care.
No, like I said, they had some good cameos. Keith David was the dad, and he was great. That was a really cool opening scene, although I thought the beginning was really slow. Movies can, if they're, you want to end on a high note, because it's, to me, the movie started out really slow. It was a lot of exposition, but it worked its way up and at least fulfilled it by being a good ending. Keith David was the highlight of the beginning.
Whoa. Did you just say it fulfilled it by having a good ending?
It was a better ending, because I was kind of bored at the beginning.
That was not a good ending. Oh, how do we kill the alien? I got it. Have it suck up basically a big balloon person that looks like Bob's Big Boy.
It did look like Big Boy.
It's like a 12-foot high balloon of Bob's Big Boy, and it floats, so it's filled with what, hydrogen or whatever, and because it has eyes, the dumb alien is like, oh, look at this big chubby person I can eat, and it gets in there, and as soon as it gets in the alien and he tries to digest it, I guess, the hydrogen explodes, and that's what takes out the alien. Yeah, so there's Jaws for you. But
it is like Jaws. I told you, and it felt like the whole da-da-da-da. Like I said, he took his inspiration from it. But Donna Mills, she made a cameo too, which I thought was great. Soon as I was like, oh my god, I literally haven't seen her in decades.
Yeah, and I could have gone without seeing her in decades.
She has aged.
Because the decades passed when I saw her, she looked good.
And then I know everybody was asking about Ren Schmidt, you know, how much she was in there. And she played Amber. She wasn't in it very much. So I know there was all this talk about her being in it. If she was supposed to be in it more, it was on the cutting room floor. That's all I can say. Guys, we obviously are going to have two different
let's rate this
ratings on this. Yeah.
Let's rate this movie now.
You go first. I can't wait to hear how you're shoveling this one in the ground.
Oh, 4.5.
Oh, okay. That's actually higher than I thought you were going to go.
Yeah, 4.5 on this one, man. Like I said, third movie, I believe, by Jordan Peele. Us was good. And then, damn it, I'm blanking on the one before that or after it. I even
Don't Get Back?
What's that?
Isn't it Don't Get Back?
Something like that. I like those two. But this movie, third one was not a charm. The third one was not a charm for this Jordan Peele movie. If this thing tanks at the box office, the next time he pitches a movie, well, he probably already has one in production. I'd be like, yeah, we're going to have to think. Get Out. It was Us and Get Out. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We were obviously both brain dead this morning.
Us and Get Out. And I thought those were both great. But this movie, Title says it all. Nope.
Wow.
Should you go see this movie? Nope.
Wow. All I'm going to say is, my rating on this is a 5.5. I obviously liked it better than Andy did.
AJ, come on, man.
I agree. I think this is his weakest movie out of the trilogy. Out of
super
the 3
weak.
movies.
AJ, we just spent 20 minutes reviewing it, buddy. So you'll just have to go back and watch those 20 minutes because we're moving on to what should we do
Something
first?
Positive. Which one are we doing?
Wraith or Thin Blue Line? Which one
let's
do
do
we
Wraith
do
since we both got it. We both got the same cover too.
That's right. Yeah. So Wraith of God, Aaron LOPRESTI'S first crowdfund campaign, creator own, blew the doors off. I just got an update this morning, which I'm sure you all did, that he is mailed out since he started mailing these out a little over a week ago. 600 books in a week. Holy crap. That's what you can do when you've got people helping you. When it's just me by myself and Dennis pitches in a little bit, I get out a little over 100 a week. But Wraith of God, it came with some nice goodies, which, damn it, he put them in a different bag, so they're not sitting next to me. Do you have those?
I do. So this is how it came in. So it's got a nice little, it shows what's coming up. Blood Hunters coming soon. And then, I heard it. Darn AT&T. So
I'll let you do that.
He's got all the goodies here in the back. So, I'm glad he got all the stretch goals. There's the sticker for here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this to cut down on some of the light. Empire comic sticker.
When I want to cut down on the light, I put a hat on.
I wore a hat yesterday for the first time in like forever.
Marcus says, wow, his 91-year-old mom really works hard. He had her bagging books. He told me he had her bagging books.
Then he had to knit some quilts like in Happy Gilmore. Here's one of my favorites. Oh, that's a cool looking card. But right there, the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades.
It's the Ace of Spades. I tell you what, I think he's got something going on with those playing cards. I want 52 more for a whole deck.
Exactly. Maybe he has to have 51 more campaigns. I mean 52, because we need a Joker.
That's right. All right. Well, if he does one campaign a year, he could live that long. So,
all right, here's the stickers. There's Garbage Man.
Garbage Man.
Oh, come on. There's stuff.
Kit Carter.
Kit
Carter.
Love it.
Wraith of God.
Love it.
The Nightclub.
Kind of want to chill out there.
Power Cubed, a miniseries Aaron put out that I own. And Empirus.
So lots of good little goodies with this baby, but this does not even hold the candle to when we read the book. No.
So 84 pages. This is a thick sumbee right here.
It's heavy.
Nice and thick. I don't want to spoil things. So the art, he's shown art. The art is really nice. Obviously, Aaron wrote it, pencil inked it, Gabe Altaib colored it. The art's really nice. The paper stock is a nice, good quality stock. I like the cover. I do like that he went with a matte finish. Now, for my books, I go with a gloss. But now that I've seen the matte finish for Kor-Drath, I might go matte because just of the vibe and the feel of what Kor-Drath is. It's not supposed to be this slick thing. So I like this matte finish. So I think I might go matte finish for Kor-Drath. You can touch on some of the story stuff if you want. Like I said, we're going to keep the spoiler free.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much because, a lot of you, it takes place back in 1883. And And it's kind of the history of the Wraith of God and what he does. I always said Aaron's deck was missing a few. That's funny. Yeah, so he's dealing with supernatural forces, and they wind up having to go through, figure it out. He does a very nice job of laying out the protagonists, and you find out their background, so everything is laid out nice. The antagonists, what they're all about, how you figure everything out, and then what it leads you to the end. So I thought the story was very well written. It's one of those things, especially period pieces. Period pieces, I love them if they're done right, and they can be very hit or miss. In my mind, I enjoyed the heck out of this. It reminded me kind of like an 1883 Batman, just the way he was kind of doing things. And
that's a very good analogy. It is kind of like a Batman in the Old West. There's a little bit of detective stuff going on, the mystery behind the Wraith, and you do get his origin in here.
Yes.
The 3-page epilogue that, as Aaron said, takes place in the present really opens the door to some things. And what I really like is how Dennis has admitted on tape he loves periods. So that is cool for Dennis. To each his own.
Yep. That's why I hang out with you, Andy.
That's right, because I'm a bloody mess. So Wraith of God, I don't want to give any spoilers away. I think that's about as much as we can say about it. It takes place in 1883. There's werewolves in it. There's this artifact that the Wraith and Esther have to get or deal with to kind of stop the threat. Highly recommend it. Go sign up for Wraith of God 2 Blood Hunters now. And I know he said he's going to have a limited of these left for that campaign. So go check that out.
So if you haven't picked it up, go pick it up. Get it on with the next one. This was an absolutely fantastic read. I loved it. Can't wait for the next one.
Yep. So there you go. I wish I knew the order for, let's see. I wish I knew the order of fulfillment. It's not numerical. No spoilers. No spoilers. And it's not numerical. And a lot of us don't do numerical when we fulfill orders, because the thing is, to get more orders out faster, it's better to group stuff by tiers. So it's better to actually fulfill by tier. So for instance, on my campaign, I did all the single books by themselves first. And then after that, I did the single books. And then if people did add-ons, and then I would move on to the double book deal or whatever. So that's actually faster than just going 1, 2, 3, 4, because then it's like, one might be just one book. Number 2 might be 2 books and something else. So then you have to run around and put that together instead of just being able to assembly line it. So there you go.
Yep. I kind of agree with this, a little bit. I don't want to say the geek culture has worn it out, because it's so multifaceted, but I'm really kind of thinking the superhero stuff, and I think we can blame Marvel and DC for a lot of that right now. It wasn't fatigue if it's good stuff they're putting out, but they're not. Right. So people are looking for alternatives right now, and these are what the alternatives are, and this is a fantastic alternative.
Exactly. Yep. All right, moving on to Mike Barron's A Thin Blue Line. When riots break out, mostly peaceful, in a city, there's just a thin blue line between peace and the rioters. So I
got different covers.
Well, no, I've got the Sergio cover, but I was gifted the Butch cover. And I said, hey, I got 2 of them. I was only supposed to get 1, and it was done on purpose. And they said, gift it to somebody might like it. So a buddy of mine who is an ex-cop, retired cop here in town, is going to be getting a copy of Thin Blue Line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I got to finish this one off this morning, so that was great. I'm glad I did. I know we had Mike on our show a while back talking about it, and I was very excited to get it. And it's another one. This is a nice quality book. You know, you guys can take a look. You know, there was an interesting story. You know, the artwork. You guys can take a peek. We had done an unboxing, so we had shown you guys all the cool little goodies and everything that that we had on it. Which here I got a couple of them. I already put the sticker on my car.
So did I. And I gotta say, the artwork that is drawn by, and let me take mine out here as well. Take this one out. Oh, I got pulled out of the bag. Oh, there's the challenge coin.
Yep, and then there were the cards.
The artwork is by Joseph Arnold, who is a full-time police officer right now. So besides the fact my hat is off to him for being a police officer, it is also the fact that he did this while being a full-time police officer. So that is that's a hell of a lot of work, and it shows on the page. You know, kudos to him for being able to do that. It's nice. It flows well. The story is fast-paced, like a good action movie. We don't want to do spoilers on this either. That's right. Just remember, the police run toward the problem, not away from it.
That's right.
They're the ones that run away from it, looking at the police going, it's that way. It's that way. Just kidding. I'm running with the police, and they're like, sir, you're a civvy. We can't let you. And I'm like, I understand, but damn it, man.
Yep. I agree. Jeff Slemons did the inks and the finishes on it. And overall, you know, I like the way that the book turned out. You know, you can see some of the art, faces, the way everything came out. It's very, you know, realistic. For those of you that actually lived through this, I mean, it's going to probably hit home. I thought the dialogue was incredibly well. It was very realistic. It's almost.
Well, I mean, Mike's just great at that.
He is, and it shows. So, you know, I love the artwork in it. I love the writing. I loved everything. This was a very nice book, and this book just really hits home to a lot of us.
Well, it's a nice, real story. I mean, you know, you get something like AJ got a copy of the Thin Blue Line Artist Edition, says it's beautiful. He actually sent me some photos. It looks really nice. You know, but back to this, you know, you get the superhero stuff like I did. You get Western like Aaron, you know, all these different genres. But this is cool because it is based on real events. It's gritty. It has texture. It's intense. It's gripping. It's a good read. I think Mike did a great job, and it's good for this time.
It's not just real events. It's real events that we literally just lived through in the last couple of years. So it's fresh in our minds, and it's very relatable to anybody reading this book.
Right. Exactly. So I think that was it for the reviews. Are you caught up? I meant to ask you, are you caught up on Orville? Not last night, but the week before. Nope. You haven't seen the week before?
What was the week before?
Damn it. It dealt with was it the week before the one with oh wait, maybe that wasn't. Nope. The week before had these. They were dealing with this other, you know, alien race or whatever that was all women, and they had men on their planet, but basically they treated them as worthless and stuff.
Nope.
So you did see it or didn't?
Have not.
All right. It's a good episode. I started watching last night. It's episode 8. I think it's the last one because it's an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I will get caught up on 7 and 8 because Orville has been fantastic.
Well, and this is the thing. I haven't, and yes, new episode of Old Man tonight. I can't wait for that. A new episode of Blackbird as well on Apple Plus, which is a really good show. But yeah, so I started watching the Orville last night around 9 o'clock. I'm thinking, they're an hour long. See, Dennis never pays attention when I pop comments because he would have known I already showed that one. So yeah, I was going to watch the Orville last night. Figured 9 to 10. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, this is going by a little slow. And I look, and it's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, what? So I paused it, and I was like, holy crap! There's 35 minutes left. So I went to bed. So I'm going to finish it today. So yeah, Hex Allen says there's a huge spoiler in last night's Orville. I don't know if I've gotten to it yet then. Because like I said, I'm only an hour into it. I can't think of anything in that first hour that was a huge spoiler. So maybe in the last half hour is what you're talking about. Even if I saw
it's set up for the finale. Oh, for next season.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't bring it up even though. So wait, are you caught up on Old Man from last week?
Maybe. I think I watched Old Man last week.
Jesus, I just don't know what to say to you anymore.
Oh, I'm Andy. I sit there and all I do is watch TV till 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, nope. Look at that. Look who's back with us.
Hey, Paterzo. Just got my Thin Blue Line this week. Planning to read this weekend. Orville rocks. Just rewatched the show with my girl and got her hooked. There you go.
Welcome back.
Zaid Comics. What's up, buddy? Oh, you know what? I'm going to show a few things. Everybody else has been showing their pinup piece for CG Vacation. So give me the green light and I'll show mine as well. But while I'm waiting for the green light from Zaid there, I just finished this sketch cover, Old New Mutants. It was a facsimile edition, blank. This is how long it's taken me to get to this. I picked this up at MegaCon last August and started sketching it, I think, in the winter at a convention and just kept picking at it and finally finished it. Now, I will say I was trying to do it as faithful as possible, and I did pretty much with these three characters, but the heads, you know, if you look at the real cover, they weren't floating heads. They were all just basically standing, you know, behind each other and stuff. And I didn't leave enough room, so I figured, screw it. Instead of doing their head and shoulders, I'll just do the old floating head thing instead. So this is finished and for sale. So nice. There you go. I know my piece is in the trailer, but it goes by so quick. So I'll show the full thing. Paterzo says, nice job. Oh, thank you. So I will, this is now for sale. Of course, got to talk a little Kor-Drath, the Reckoning.
Heck yeah.
What's that?
I said, heck yeah, go for it. Let's chat.
There's the cover. Mr. Dan Lawless should hopefully have it done next week.
We just had him on our show. If you didn't catch him, go back and check out our show from a few days ago on Wednesday. Yeah,
that's right. Dan was on our show. So this is Kor-Drath, the new campaign. Always got to show it. This is the layout, actually. The cover is done in ink, but this is the layout for a wraparound cover that I did. So this is going to be let me actually show the real wraparound cover, inked. Let's see. I got to actually put it in the... So there it is, all inked up. And this will be a virgin variant, so no logo or anything on it. So there you go. And let me show... So go sign up for this. If you haven't signed up yet, there's a link in the description below to sign up for this. So please sign up for Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. I'm working on the campaign, as in, you know, the behind the scenes on Indiegogo, setting up the campaign. Dennis and I are going over the story and, you know, setting all that up. It takes a lot of work to set up one of these campaigns, guys.
Yeah.
So, and I still have some art to do. I got to get this cover colored as well. Let me see.
We're hoping in maybe 5 weeks or so.
Yeah, 5-6 weeks is what we're looking at before the campaign launches.
Well, while you're doing that, I got one really cool thing. Some of you might appreciate it. Some of you might not. Star Blazers, the magazine, all 12 issues, 0 through 11. So I got the entire run. These are almost impossible. It's the old Argo Press magazines that predated all the stuff. Anyway, I've been kind of on a Star Blazers, Battleship Yamato kick, and I was able to get my hands on the entire run of it. This is just absolutely great stuff. While Andy's doing it, I'm going to pop open and just show you guys.
Yeah, go right ahead. I just gotta find the actual finished piece.
Look at that. They even have an ad in here where you can join the Star Force.
Dude, are you kidding me? That looks like a big dick. Look at that.
It's a good thing my hands are full. I'd mute you and knock you right off the screen.
It looks like... All right, I'm just saying.
My God, everything looks like that to you.
Okay, go back and look.
It's the battleship.
Yeah, I know what it is, and I'm telling you.
I don't think you do if you're going to sit there and say that. Look at that. Guys, these are great. Regardless of what Andy calls it. They even got the little anchors at the bottom. This is just good classic stuff. Anyway, I got the entire run now, so I am as happy as can be.
We are going to be doing full script. All right, so here's my swimsuit piece featuring the ever lovely Penumbra, and she invited First Man over for a little vacation, and then put him to work. What the hell? He's trying to vacay on a other planet. Luke Henry's like, sure, I'll come up there and vacation, and she puts him to work fighting some sea creature thing. Not cool, Penumbra. Not cool. So CG Vacation, go back it today.
I already
Dale
did.
Keown's cover is penciled up, and it looks good. So, thank you so much, Phil. Glad I could be a part. Michael says it's nice, and so does Marcus. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, I've seen some of the art from it. I can't wait to get it. It looks fantastic.
That's right. It does. And there's the link.
Oh, yep. Zay popped it up.
Go get it. Go get yourself a little CG Vacation. Bringing the fun back to the swimsuit issue. Oh, yeah.
I was going to say Argo, but really, I like Yamato better.
What?
I know. You have no idea what we're talking about.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I know you don't. That's
no
okay.
Clue.
I'll reach through and pat you on the head. There you go. It's okay.
Oh, hold on. Do it again.
Nope. This is rated PG. No, it's not. Never mind.
All right, guys. Please go sign up for Kor-Drath today if you haven't already. Everybody that signs up and backs the book will be getting a free exclusive trading card. So definitely go back it so you can get that. And we'll be back next week. Don't know what we're doing guest-wise. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe we'll get somebody on. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Dennis doesn't know.
We'll always have a lot going on. Who knows what we'll have, but we'll always have something fun and exciting.
Exactly. So until next time, bye-bye, everybody.
Live long and prosper.
Gang sign.